Welcome back, everyone. It's been a little bit, but we're back anyways with a monster of a topic that I can't wait to get into. So, without further ado, let's find out. Is water wet? Starting off with not the actual topic, but why I haven't been coming out with videos. And to be honest, I really don't know. I guess I just kind of forgot. When you're discovering a topic, you gotta do a little bit of research. So, yes, I researched water. Never thought I'd be researching what I drink every day, but look where we are now. I looked at some online opinions, and to start off, we got to talk about water for just a little bit. Water is a liquid with a low viscosity level. Now, you're probably wondering, what the frick is viscosity? Yeah, I was too. So, viscosity is how thick or dense something is. So, obviously, water has low viscosity. And so the only thing I could really think of was slime, right? Because it's wet when you touch it. I mean, it's not really a liquid, but it's wet. So slime is a non-Newtonian liquid. I think I said that right. Which that apparently means if you apply a stronger force to it, the viscosity level changes, which we just talked about. So it's like if you set your hand on top of it, then your hand will just sink in like quicksand. But if you like punch it or like smack it, then the surface will be more solid, apparently. Okay, but I had to look more into what this non-Newtonian thing was, so I did. So, I got my research done. Newtonian means its viscosity doesn't change, which is what water is. Water is a Newtonian liquid, but slime is a non-Newtonian liquid. So, yes, slime is a liquid, but it's non-Newtonian, and water is Newtonian. Yeah. Okay, so this is why you can swim in water, but you can't swim in quicksand, which is like slime, because quicksand is also non-Newtonian, so it changes as you apply a different force. So further into opinions online, water is wet in the sense that it's a liquid. Other opinions say wetness is a description of our experience with water. When we touch water, it affects our state of being. But the only problem with that argument is somebody could easily say, ooh, how can water make something wet if it's not wet? But those are just online opinions, you can't trust everything you read and see online. Alright, so your boy got some opinions of his own here. If something is submerged in water, is it wet or is it not wet? Because it's completely covered in water, but if water is wet, then wouldn't that mean fire is burnt? Because water makes things wet and fire burns things, but fire is not itself burnt. So would that mean water itself is not wet? But at the same time, wait, what is fire? Fire's heat. Is heat warm? So heat makes things warm, and heat is warm, right? Wouldn't you say heat is warm? I looked it up, and the definition for heat is being hot. So, in a sense, I am heat. So, going back to the slime thing. Slime is wet, but as we learned, it is a non-Newtonian liquid. Wait, what's the definition of liquid? So, a liquid is a substance that flows freely, but is of constant volume and has no change. But that's not it. You see, I did more thinking, because that's all I can do is just think. So, like, if a towel gets wet, you can dry the towel like this pillow. Hold up, pause. All right, we got water. Man, I haven't drank water like all day. All right, so if a towel gets wet, you can dry the towel. When you dry the towel, it's just taking the water out of the towel. Because you can't dry water. That's just air. Pillow. Water. Water on pillow. What? No, don't. Okay, so water on pants equals wet pants. But towel, dry, pants aren't wet anymore. You can't dry water, but you can dry something that's wet. Yeah. So, I had to know though, what is wet? Because I hate it when people just say water is wet because it makes things wet. That's too simple. Wet is used to describe when water is on something, like the demonstration we just showed. So the definition of wet is covered or saturated with water or another liquid. You can't cover or saturate water with water or even another liquid. Therefore, water is not wet. So, what did we learn today? We learned what viscosity is. We learned what Newtonian and non-Newtonian is. We also learned the definitions of the words liquid and wet. And we also learned that water is not wet. This is Big Will signing off.